guys, welcome to Olivia's Catastrophe. I'm Olivia and I'm here to give you a book review of Sunflowers in February by Phyllida Shrimpton. I apologise for the colour scheme of this video. It's a bit different because I'm in a room that isn't mine, it's my little sister's. This is her bookcase and I'll just do a close-up of the cover so you can see it very clearly. Now, Sunflowers in February is a young adult contemporary novel and it deals with the theme of grief. The main character is Lily. She has a twin brother called Ben and she lives with her two parents, but she wakes up and she's not in her body anymore because her body has been the victim of a hit and run and she's actually dead, but she's alive as a kind of ghost type of entity, and she's still seeing the lives of everyone play out around her as they're dealing with the sudden loss of their 15-year-old daughter. And her twin brother Ben gives Lily his body for a little bit of time so that she can wrap up some final things that she wanted to do in life before she moves on to the next realm. Though this book isn't without flaws, I did think it was done so well that I had to give the book 5 stars. I really enjoyed reading it. It deals with the themes of grief so very well. Although it deals with grief, it never gets overly depressing. Yes, Lily has had half of her life taken away. Yes, Lily's killer, or the one who was driving the car, doesn't stop and is a hit and run, and she knows who it is. But there's just so many different things that tie into it. Family, love, trust, friendship, anger and forgiveness and all these different emotions that it makes the whole situation quite complex, but complex in a simple kind of way. Have you ever had that complexity when you understand that the situation is complex but at the same time you just understand it so easily? That's kind of how it is for Lily when it comes to her emotions with her killer. As well as that, while I was reading this book, I couldn't stop thinking about my grandfathers who have passed on, what they might have done if they could take over somebody else's body for a couple of days to finish up anything that they wanted to get finished. And yeah, this book just hit me so hard on the theme of grief. It discusses it so very well. I would really recommend it to teenagers because it's not too depressing. It's quite light-hearted, but then at the same time there is enough emotional depth in there. The book switches perspectives because what happens with Lily while she's out of her body, she kind of gets sucked towards the people who are thinking about her most. So when her mother is feeling most guilty about her death, she's suddenly with her mother, seeing what her mother is doing. Or when her father is feeling very angry about her death, she's with her father, seeing what her father is doing and how he's dealing with those emotions. And then when she's within the body, she's starting to see these characters in different light because she's been with them in all of those private moments. I really liked that we did that because then we got to see how everybody else was dealing with their grief in different ways, but you also get a sense of each of these individual characters, and you get to see that each of these individual characters are going along their own storyline, going along their own path in life and having their own difficulties, and Lily's death kind of hits and correlates with that in different ways. And I think that's something that we kind of forget in life generally, that everybody has their own problems, everybody has their own struggles, and they're not necessarily the same as yours, even if their lives do interact with yours, like a mother and a daughter, or a best friend with another best friend. It was quite humorous as well. I mean, a girl being put into a guy's body, there's going to be some complications and some things that just are a little bit difficult to deal with, and the book deals with them in a pretty humorous way, but there's also so many funny occasions, like when Lily is in her twin brother's body but she's seeing her boyfriend, and you know, that's bringing forth a lot of emotions for her. There's things that she wants to do which she probably shouldn't do while she's in her brother's body. She spends quite a lot of time not in Ben's body but not dead, so she's kind of in the ghost phase, and there's quite a bit of that before she actually gets into Ben's body, and I was like, alright, when is she going to get into Ben's body? But if you hold out, it's like 100 pages or so, or maybe less, it might be less than that, but if you hold out, it will, you know, get to that point and then the story really kicks off. As well as that, in the beginning I was like, am I going to like Lily? She seems kind of like the stereotypical popular, not mean popular, but nice popular kind of girl who's got everything she needs, a little bit spoiled, doesn't really think about other people that much. And I thought, okay, I'm not going to like this character, but then you get to see that there is more to Lily. She's got layers to her and she does grow. Even though she's dead and she's not growing anymore physically as a girl, you do get to see her character develop, and I think that was really strange to see it happening like past death. It just messed with my mind a little bit, but I did enjoy that messing with my mind, if that makes any sense. There's not really much more I can tell you about this book. It's quite character driven and quite thematically driven, so just to be aware of that. But it's just it was such a heartwarming contemporary. The end gets a little bit cheesy. It's the good kind of cheesy, and I guess we needed that cheesiness just to know, not that everything worked out alright, because hey, Lily's dead, she's not going to come to life again, but that things do get better. It's quite a promise that things will get better. And yes, I really did enjoy this book. So please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below if you like the contemporary genre, and if you do, can you recommend a very good contemporary that I should read and try? I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.